This is the new SEAT Arona, and it's effectively a SEAT Ibiza, only one that's been overinflated. And the reason I've got a beach ball is because both the Ibiza and the Arona are named after beach destinations, because the Arona is actually in Tenerife. So this car actually starts from, well, it's £16,500, but if you go to carwow.co.uk, you can get it from £14,500. Now, if you click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen or on the link below the video, you can see how much you can save on a new car at carwow. The interior design of the Arona is nice, clean and simple. It's fairly smart looking. I like the fact that this one has this contrasting strip here which brightens things up a bit, and you do need that because otherwise this car, in terms of the actual material quality, is a little bit, well, plasticky feeling. I mean, everything you touch is just hard, brittle plastics. It does feel solid though, so I shouldn't complain too much, and it's not an expensive car really at the end of the day. But there are some weird things such as this strip here on the top of the dash, which is just going to gather dust, isn't it? I don't really know what that's all about. In terms of equipment levels, they are pretty good. Even the entry-level car has pretty much all you need. But I reckon you should step up to the SE technology, because then you get reversing sensors, you get wireless charging for your mobile phone. Not entirely essential, but what is this larger screen. So the entry-level car has a 5-inch screen. This is the 8-inch screen, and it's really nice. The graphics are crisp and smart. It's responsive. It's easy to use a sat nav. And look, you can see the graphics move around and they respond quickly. It's all very, very slick. The important thing there is it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can just run your phone through it if you want to. Now, if you click on the top right-hand corner of the screen on the pop-out banner or on the link below the video, you can see my full in-depth video review of the infotainment system. So this particular car that I've got here though is actually the Excellence model. I don't actually think you need it because the things that it adds aren't all that important. So yeah, you do get digital climate control, so you can set the exact temperature. There's also various X's dotted about the place, which are a bit unnecessary actually. And ooh, look at this. Underneath the driver's seat you get a little drawer, although it only really has enough room for the car's keys. I wouldn't leave them there, you'll probably forget that they're there and lose them. Now, this particular car that I've got here with the 1-litre turbo petrol engine costs £21,000, but I plugged the details into carwow and I got an offer back from a dealer for just under £19,000, which is better value, though I still reckon you should just stick with the SE technology. In terms of cubby spaces, big door bins, you've got some cup holders here, and there's a decent sized glove box. Moving on to practicality in the rear. So yes, this car is based on the SEAT Ibiza, and that's not poking the back, it's actually quite roomy, but this is even more roomy, so decent knee room, plenty of headroom. I mean, look at that, loads of headroom. Yeah, that's quite spacious. There's a bit of a hump in the floor there, but if you need to carry through, you can just about. And this middle seat isn't too high up, so there's still plenty of headroom here as well, though really, for adults in the back at once, it's going to be a little bit of a squeeze. You do have decent sized door bins though back here as well. SEAT likes to make sure you've got enough places to put your bottles of water. Moving on to the boot. Well, the size of this boot is actually really impressive. So it is bigger than that of the SEAT Leons. As you can see, it's a big square shape. There's a bit of a load lip to lift stuff over, but I'll come back to that in a moment. See, huge, look at that. And there's like tethering points here, there's straps to hold things down, there's a little pocket there as well. If I fold down the seats, yeah, you might be thinking they don't lie completely flat because you've got that ridge, but all Aronas come with this adjustable floor, so then you've got no load lip really, and a nice flat loading area, so you can find it nice and easy to push items to the front of the car like that. So yeah, if you want more information on this car's practicality, click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen or on the link below the video, and you'll see how much stuff you can actually cram into this car's boot, how easy it is to fit a child seat in it, and just what it's like with 3 adults in the back seats.
Now then, it's time for the carwow 5 annoying things about this car.
The Isofix anchor points for a child seat aren't that easy to get to because they're hidden deep within the seat fabric. Actually, these holes could be a bit annoying. What's this? Bit of old croissant. Oh, it's a nice find. This wide space stitching on the steering wheel doesn't look all that good, and being white, it'll soon turn a nasty grubby colour from the grease off your hands. Only the top specification car gets front parking sensors. All other versions don't have them. You can't even get them as an option. So you're more likely to bump into things when you're manoeuvring. What's that noise? The lowest powered version of this car only has a 5-speed manual gearbox, which can be a bit annoying when you're on the motorway and you feel like you need 6 speeds. Lower specification versions of the Arona don't get a central armrest. I don't know why, because it's quite useful and yeah, doesn't seem like it's going to cost all that much money to add.
It's not all negative though. Here's 5 good things about this car.
If you decide to remove the parcel shelf, you can store it neatly out of the way underneath the false floor. To prevent the seatbelt snagging when you fold down the rear seats, you've got these little hooks here which keep them securely out the way. If you want, you can choose from 3 different roof colours, either black, orange or this grey. You can get wireless charging for your mobile phone, and the tray to hold it is angled downwards so it doesn't slip out when you accelerate. The tardiness warning system can tell if you're starting to fall asleep behind the wheel. Don't know how it works, it just does.
So now we've looked round the car, let's see what it's like to drive.
This Arona is essentially a pumped up Ibiza, really. So yeah, it's nice and easy to drive. You've got a slickish gear change, controls are light, and obviously, like I said, it's pumped up. You sit up higher than you would in an Ibiza, so you get a better view forward, and all-round visibility is actually very good in this car. The suspension it's probably a little bit firmer than you'd imagine, but it's not bad. It does deal with bumps okay, but it does fidget a little bit. You feel the imperfections ever so slightly more than you might imagine in a supposed SUV. Now, when you get out on the open road and go faster, it settles down a bit, feels more composed, and yeah, it's not bad to drive at all. One thing you do notice though at high speed is that you get a bit of whistle up from those wing mirrors. They just seem to make a bit of noise around 70 miles an hour, which can be a bit annoying. In terms of engines, I will go for the one in this car. It's the 1 litre turbo petrol with 115 horsepower. We'll do 0 to 60 in around 10 seconds, and yeah, it's nice and nippy when you put your foot down though. Listen to this. When you rev it, it does make a bit of a noise. You can get a smoother 1.5, but it's a little bit expensive. And if you do lots and lots of miles, of course, you might want to look at one of the 1.6 litre diesels. But the economy on this car, as long as you don't thrash it, is pretty good. So it should do 57 miles per gallon, and I'm averaging 47, which isn't bad. Now, one of the things about SEATs is that they're supposed to feel a little bit sporty to drive. I wouldn't say it's a barrel of laughs, but it's fairly competent. It steers sharply, it goes around corners well, and it grips the road quite impressively as well. You can actually get this car with adjustable suspension with a comfort mode, but I wouldn't say it's actually worth the extra cost. Also, of course, you can get 4-wheel drive if you want it, and an automatic gearbox. And the auto, it's pretty good when you're cruising along, though it can feel a bit jerky when you're manoeuvring. All said and done, it's quite a secure handling car. Now, if you want to see how much you can save on a SEAT Arona, or any new car for that matter, click on the pop-out button in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or on the link below the video to go to carwow.co.uk. So then, my verdict on this car: should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you just go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should consider the SEAT Arona. It's actually a good car. It's just that small SUVs are supposed to be cool and interesting, and this one, it's just a little bit meh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it. Click on our logo to subscribe to this channel, on the video window for more content, and on the deals box to go to carwow.com to see how much you can save on a new car.
Now, did you spot the Easter egg in this video? It was the pictures of the town of Arona in Spain on the phone in the car's glove box.